Okay, guys, Trey here with Brackish Bros Outdoors. I'm just gonna give a little video on cleaning tips, and maintenance, routine maintenance tips on all your reels. As you can see, I have a bunch of fishing reels here: Daiwa Zillion Coastal, Daiwa TWS Coastal, 13 Concept A, Abu Garcia 5500C, Crappy Shakespeare, and an old Greeny CU200. Anyways, all of these reels generally the same with doing maintenance on them. I'm gonna take the 13 because I know this reel really well. But general maintenance tips after every time, being in the salt water. For every time this is what I do, and it makes my reels last forever. But what I do is every time I'm in the salt water or whatever, every time I come out, I take WD-40 and I spray it in a rag on my hand and just kind of wipe the edges of the reels. I don't put any water on it. I don't tank it in a bucket. I just wipe WD-40 on it, put it on the edges of my reels. Try not to get it on the spool. If you do, it doesn't matter. I just heard oil on the line just doesn't help you catch fish or something like that. But then I also heard WD-40 is fish based, so oil, so it helps you catch fish. But it's just safe to bet. Don't put it on the line. Just try to keep it on the outside. Keep it around here. Just wipe it down. Kind of pretty good. What it does is actually creates a thin film over the reel, so that way no salt deposits can get in it. After Shimano suggests to do this step that I do after every time you fish. However, I suggest it to do maybe 2 to 4 times. If you use it a lot, in 2 trips, then I would definitely go ahead and do this. But if you use it okay amount, in 4 trips, I would do this. But what I do is I would take it off the rod, pull the line up, tape the line up, and just pull it out, pull the spool out. Clean these races around here on the spool with alcohol in Q-tips. Just take your Q-tip and alcohol, just rub it around those races right there. This race right here. Right, and then there's another race for the 13. It's right here. All of them are basically built the same. Rub some alcohol around that race there too. And then if you want to, you can take some either WD-40 or 3-in-1 oil or some sort of oil, and just take it and rub it around the races too. After you clean that surface off, what you're trying to do is clean that surface off, and you're allowing it to prolong the life of the race, because it's not actually, the metal to metal is not actually touching, or the brass to aluminum, whatever you want to say. Just put some oil around there, and then if you want to, you can dab some oil in your bearings. Right, there's one right there. You can dab some oil in the bearings, and then one on the spool. Some of them don't have ones on the spool, but yeah, if you want to, you can dab some oil in the bearings. But that's after every 2 to 4 times out, and then every 6 months to a year. Depending on how much I'm wade fishing with it, or kayak fishing. If I'm in a boat, I'll break down the reel once a year. Completely tear it out, clean everything out, clean all the old grease out, break it down, soak it out, new grease, new oil, back together, runs like a top. If your reel tanks in the salt water, do not hesitate. That needs to be broken down and cleaned. I've had a lot of reels come to me like this Greeny. It was tanked and waited for 6 months before, or 3 months before it was cleaned. It came to me and I had to clean it. That was not fun. Corrosion everywhere. It's not going to be the same ever again. But if you tank the reel, clean it within a week, I would have to say. That a week is kind of asking for it, maybe a few days, or bring it to me. I'll take care of it. Corrosion will start setting in, and it will not be fun. It will not be fun at all. But all these reels have been taken care of pretty much. This is my buddy's reel. This is my buddy's reel. The customer's reel. Customer's reel. My reel. Customer's reel. So just take care of your reels. You know, just clean those races out. Dab those oils on those races. You know, don't soak it in water when you're done. And if you tank it, better break it down and clean it. I think that's it. That's basically all I do for the reels. There was one other thing I forgot what I was going to say, but oh yeah, at least 6 months to a year I completely break it down and clean it. So anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any comments, leave them in the comment section. Any questions, leave them in the comment section, or email me. I'll put my email address, or go to the Facebook page, Brackish Bros Outdoors Facebook page. So anyways, yeah, leave your comments in the comment section or questions.